Welcome, welcome everyone for another episode of Realtor Hacks, Tips, and Tricks. I've got myself here, fresh off the plane from Mexico. As you can see, I'm a little burnt. My name's Hallie McCrory. I'm a real estate agent and team lead in San Angelo, Texas, and recently expanding our business to Dallas, Texas. And I've got my lovely co-host Casey Stiers on, the downtown guru of Raleigh, North Carolina. And actually, she is like the guru of all of North Carolina. I just saw she got a home under contract in Wilmington. If you know, like the Outer Banks show, they did a ton of filming there, Figure Eight Island, etc. And it's crazy to me to say this, but I'm so excited to announce our guest today. She is an internationally recognized as a financial literacy expert. She's a keynote speaker, business mentor. She is I think a five times New York bestselling author and a successful entrepreneur, philanthropist, and she's even advised two different presidents, in their time on the topic of financial literacy. And you guys probably know her from co-authoring international bestseller Rich Dad Poor Dad, and I think 14 other books in the Rich Dad series. And then my favorite part, or one of my favorite, facts about our guest here, she was asked by the Napoleon Hill Foundation to help re-energize the teachings of Napoleon Hill. And her best-selling books with the foundation include 3 Feet from Gold, Outwitting the Devil, Think and Grow Rich for Women, one of my personal favorites, and Success in Something Greater. And she recently, I just watched it, recently has been featured in the Think and Grow Rich movie that just came out. It was awesome. So guys, please welcome Sharon Lechter. I'm so excited to have her on.
Well, I am delighted to be with you too. Thank you so much. I'm very happy that you're doing this for people.
Yes, no, we're ecstatic. Casey and I both got to see you speak at 10X Ladies. I was just telling Sharon that that's actually where we met Casey, and she said, power of association. Rocky agrees.
Yes, he does. Sorry. It's God, you've been going all day.
Yes. So as I said, we have this show to give hacks, tips, tricks, try to help real estate agents be more efficient in their business, and share the things that we've learned along the way, to help people find success quicker in their businesses. And who better than Sharon Lechter, literally the financial expert of America, of the world, international, to come on. And I know you are super familiar with real estate, very familiar with the EXP model. I mean, we have agents from all over and all different brokerages come on. But yeah, I mean, you said it best, assets are sexy and real estate is an asset.
That's exactly right. Real estate is one of the best assets you can have, because you don't only get the tax benefits, but you get the appreciation. You get to be able to leverage it, so you don't have to put it all down. The bank gives you money. You have 100% of the ownership, 100% of the appreciation, 100% of the tax benefits. So it is kind of the ultimate leverage when it comes to financial security and momentum.
That's what we say all the time.
Yes.
Love it. And I feel like Casey and I both practice what we preach. We have, we're both invested in real estate. And I think that's a goal for a lot of real estate agents themselves. I mean, we get at least a 2.5% to 3% discount on it. So why not?
You get money back. You make a commission. You're being paid to buy something that's going to make you money.
That's right. Exactly right. And with EXP, which I'll put a plug in for the organization, because my husband and I joined EXP because I was really frustrated with the number of real estate agents and insurance agents that they get all these large commissions and then they spend it. They don't build their own personal wealth. And so when I saw the EXP model with Lisa Copeland, I was hearing her talk about it. She was visiting me up at my ranch and she was on the phone. I said, what are you into now, Lisa? Tell me about it. And so when I looked into it, I said, this is really a good model to help successful real estate agents build their own personal wealth as well, because there's multiple ways to make revenue. And so my husband actually, because I was crazy busy with speaking, he's an attorney, but he took the real estate exam. And so we have a group within EXP as well. But it's so important to think about Your personal balance sheet is your business. You're in charge of your own personal wealth, and most people don't pay attention to it. There's a term, Henry, high earner, not rich yet. And we have a ton of Henrys in the world, and people are making a lot of money and spending it as soon as they make it. And we have to invest it back into buying, building, or creating income producing assets. My favorite word, assets. Get used to saying assets. And yes, assets are sexy. And the older you get, the sexier they become. So, but real estate agents are perfectly positioned to have access to real estate acquisitions. You know what's coming on the market. Sometimes you know what's off market. When you become a real estate investor and people know they come to you first. And so it's a wonderful way to build your wealth. And certainly when the economy goes haywire, like it has the last year and a half, that's when opportunities come. Don't get afraid and hide under the covers. Say, okay, successful businesses solve problems and serve needs. We got a few of those going on right now with inflation and people coming up with adjustable rate mortgages coming due. So it's a time for you to actually be prepared and be prepared to solve some problems and in the interim be able to get some real estate investments along the way.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And that's how we get most of our flips, is people come to me first and want me to sell. And I'm like, what you got? Okay, wait, let me look at it.
Yeah. Exactly.
And it is, we talk about how you two met at Tonight's Ladies. Power of association is so important, as in particular in the real estate business, because one of your greatest marketing tools are your satisfied customers, right? Mm-hmm. So you have a relationship, you've served them, not just sold to them. So you've served them and they're happy and they tell people that they talk about that you did a good job for them and you get additional clients. That power of association, going to new groups, new networking groups, gives you the ability to establish your personal brand as somebody that can be trusted as well as a real estate agent, so you can build your network that way. It's all about networking. It's the power of association, both as a mentor. You guys, you're part of Lisa's group. So Lisa is a fantastic mentor and has that energy and commitment to support you when you need it, but you also have the freedom to build it on your own and become a mentor for other people. And I love the mentoring program now within EXP as well.
I do too. I'm really thriving in that area. So
that's me too. Love it. So I guess we had a couple questions. So I guess in terms of real estate agents, I guess in the past we've talked about how, real estate agents, they're 1099. We're within kind of a corporate structure. So it's easy, I think, for real estate agents to get lost and forget that it's still their own business, right? Mm-hmm. What, if any, do you have any tips for real estate agents to better run their business like a business, but still, feel the corporate feel?
Well, you either build a business or you build a job. And certainly as a real estate agent, you can easily build a job. And that's why the formula at EXP allows you to build a business, allows you to bring in other agents, allows you to build your network so that you have the opportunity to have multiple streams of income. If you are a sole agent out there, you're a solopreneur, and it's hard to build a business around that because you have to be present. And if you don't sell something, you don't get paid. And that's the beauty of the EXP model. But you have to treat because your position as a real estate agent is you have total freedom. So you can choose not to do anything and that's the problem. So the good news is you have freedom. The bad news is you have freedom. And that's because you have to have discipline. And that's when you hear the mentors at EXP, they're constantly talking about knowing how to schedule your day, knowing how to focus on what you want to get done and make sure you have a system. Because successful businesses are based on systems, not people, and have a system for how you're going to run your business so that it can grow and scale.
Absolutely. I love that.
Structure your day.
Yep. That's what I've been, shout out to my business coach, Andy Blackwell with EXP. She's truly, I was having issues, I guess, scaling my business and going from just production to also, this new team building aspect that EXP offers. And she really helped me put those systems in place. And I can vouch for what Sharon is saying. I mean, it makes all the difference. It makes, like we said, makes you more efficient in your business and helps you to run it that way. So I love that.
Yes.
Do you have any comments, Casey?
No, I mean, like what she said, discipline. And that's why people joke that teachers make the best real estate agents. And that was my background, Sharon. I was a kindergarten teacher for 13 years. My day was discipline and structure all day long. Carried that over and kept the same daily structure. It just, I switched out what I was doing during those times. So,
and being consistent with it.
So, yes.
You know, and the market has changed. A lot of people, you know, it creates an opportunity for those agents that are committed to the business, because a lot of agents are going to be filtered out because they're not willing to do the work. And whereas, you know, 9 months ago, open house had 30 people in a single day and 10 offers before the open house was over. And now you have open houses and nobody shows up. And so people, you know, people got a little comfortable with how easy the world of real estate was. And now they actually have to start using some creativity to be able to rise above the fray. So,
and it's filtered out a lot of agents here in Raleigh, like that were able to just go out. I mean, it hasn't really slowed down much, but it's really filtered out the people that just had so many people that joined my team and was like, well, I just want to show houses. I want hot leads. Well, we all do. So
yeah.
Always makes me laugh. Okay.
Yeah. I think there was a lot of panache around being an agent because it was easy. You could make some money, and then you'd actually roll up your sleeves and do some work and, you know, get disciplined. And so I think that's a good step. You know, people that they don't belong in the business if they're not willing to work hard and do what needs to be done to service their clients.
Yeah. I mean, that's a common misconception about real estate, is that it's like this, you know, easy job. But I think people see that it looks easy from the outside, but nobody sees, you know, behind the scenes of what we actually really do and what we deal with. So
yeah,
people really like quickly see that when they get their license and try to jump into it.
They see the house like I posted today and they're like, well, I could do that.
I could do that.
They didn't see 50 houses we looked at before we got to that one. So.
Exactly. Okay, Sharon, I have a personal question, but I think it will be relevant for everyone. So what is your opinion on diverse, obviously we like to diversify our assets. With EXP, you can invest in real estate, you get stock options. What do you think? I mean, I feel like everybody's going to be different, but what do you see as a good diversification of your assets? You know, are you a fan of like doing crypto, stocks, real estate? We already said real estate's a good one. I'd love to know your thoughts on that.
Sure. Well, personal financial planners will tell you to diversify, and they're talking about across paper assets, stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. Okay. I teach diversification across asset classes, businesses, you know, paper assets, stocks, bonds, and mutual funds, real estate, intellectual property, taking what you know and sharing it in a format that becomes an asset for you. And then that includes digital currencies, and you have the opportunity for collectibles, which don't give you cash flow. So all of those things are considered assets. And what happens is when the economy goes down and something goes down, it doesn't pull everything. So that's the way you can protect yourself against a deflationary or inflationary period, is to have diversification across all asset categories. And while EXP allows you to have a revenue stream on, you know, the transactional side of real estate, the stock, as well as you're building a business, all those are the same asset, really, because if, you know, it goes down, they all suffer. So you want to look and be able to diversify against other businesses, other real estate, other investments, other paper assets, so that you have the best position to survive any kind of a economic transition.
Right. Is there a surprising asset class that you like, or that you think is profitable?
Well, I am my husband and I are absolutely superpowers in helping people create intellectual property. And that's where you take what you know and you share it, and it becomes an asset. And so what you're doing is simply making yourself and your wisdom and your education available to other people 24/7.
Right.
They don't have to call and talk to you. They can buy your book or they can buy your program. And that's how you create wealth from what you know, your experience, your life experience. And everybody has an expertise. You're all experts. Nobody's had your successes or your learning opportunities. And so as you continue moving forward and you convince yourself that you're an authority, you can then start sharing that with other people that are going, we all had things that stopped us in our tracks. Could have been a death, a divorce, a financial setback, or an illness.
Right.
But you're still here. You're still here for a reason. Whatever you've been through, you can share how you got through it to other people going through it as well. That's using your knowledge, your wisdom, your experience, and converting it into intellectual property that's an asset that you can earn money with.
Dang, that's good. And I shout out to Casey. She's writing a book right now. Oh,
good. There you go.
Talk me into writing it in Buckwise, and I'm on chapter 3, I guess you could say. My goal was to have it done by April, so we'll see.
Get to work. Get to work.
Returned realtor is what I'm talking about, how I struggled, and then I am where I am now. So
I feel like what you said was like a good, mindset hack though. I think a lot of people, myself included, I'd be like, well, I don't have the authority to write a book. I don't have anything unique to share, but everyone really does. And
everybody
I think that's a good mindset, shift to think about. And like you said, everybody has their own unique experiences and struggles, and no one person is the same. So everyone really does have that that value add to give. Oh, everyone hear that.
Years ago, a young gal came to me, and she was a real estate agent, and she was in her parents' firm. And so she was kind of low man on the totem pole, and they had some older agents there. And she said, I don't get any respect. They pat me on the head. And she was the highest producing agent, but because she was the daughter and she was younger, she didn't have much respect. Right. And so, I said, do you have buyers that ask you the same questions all the time? Oh yeah. She rolls her eyes. I said, how about sellers? Yeah. So I said, go write an ebook on, your recommendation for buyers, how to find a house, or your recommendation for sellers, how to prepare. And so she did, taking her own knowledge and her experience. And she called me back about 6 months later. She said, I can't believe this. She's still the top producer. The people in the office now come and ask her for advice. She has a regular radio spot, and she has special appearances on TV simply because she wrote the book. The book became the elevation of her personal brand in the industry. Nothing else changed. She just wrote the book, and she was still the top producing agent. But now she felt so much better about herself because she saw the benefit of sharing what she knew, and that it helped other people. And in the process, people within her office were asking to buy copies to give to their clients. And so simply taking that step to share what you know can help other people.
I love it. It kind of reminds me of Haas Pratt, Casey's mentor, and he's in our organization. Kind of reminds me of him, how he's known as the listing boss now. And I don't know if he was known as the listing boss before his book, The Listing Boss, but if he wasn't, or if he did, it doesn't matter, because he's known that now. And everybody, has his online courses. We all give each other his books. I mean, I passed the copy he gave me around to my whole team. That really reminds me of him. And look at him. He's super successful.
That's exactly how Haas launched. He launched his coaching program and with his book, and it really elevated his authority within the industry because of doing that.
And that's what he said when he pushed me to do this. He said, do something that's going to resonate with your not aliens. What do you call?
Like your avatars.
Avatars, my aliens. That's with my aliens.
Speaking of Avatar the movie.
My avatars, because most of my clientele comes from my teaching and my previous students, and then it went from referrals, and it just went after that. So.
And again, that's a perfect example of the power of association, Casey, because you establish a reputation with it in an industry as a teacher, so people know and like and trust you. Therefore, when they see that you're in real estate, they're going to come to you because they already know you.
I mean, teachers are one of the top rated people that you're supposed to trust. So, And it just spirals. Like every week I get at least one person that's in the teaching world that's like, how did you get where you are? What made you decide to pull that? And that's when Haas was like, just write a book instead of repeating yourself over, and tell them to buy your book for $3, $4, $5.
Yeah.
And there you go. So it's like, okay, which book do you recommend for realtors that you've written?
Well, that depends. It depends on where you are. If you are holding yourself back from fear and that you're afraid you're not good enough, you have an imposter syndrome, I would recommend Outwitting the Devil, because it talks about how to blast through that fear. If you are a woman and just kind of insecure a little bit, I would suggest Think and Grow Rich for Women. And if you kind of get to the point where you've had a failure and you're holding back, 3 Feet from Gold. A lot of times, particularly women, we make a mistake and we let it define us. And mistakes and bad things that happen to us are occurrences, not definitions. And so you need to kind of just like, okay, that happened. What am I going to learn from it and keep moving forward?
Okay.
So I heard you say imposter syndrome. I feel like this is a big thing right now where people think imposter syndrome is just like, oh, I can't do that, or kind of like that direction. But recently I've learned that imposter syndrome can also look like, I feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel like I'm not giving enough, or that when I'm giving 100%, it's not enough for other people around me.
Mm-hmm.
Have any advice for handling?
Struggling with that really hard now. And whenever I have 5 minutes to sit down, if I sit down, I feel guilty. And I'm like, I need to be doing something here. Where can I?
Yep. And I think that's common for real estate agents. So I'm wondering, do you have any advice for real estate agents to conquer that type of imposter syndrome?
Well, inherently, a type A personality is on the go constantly, and you slow down and you feel guilty that you're not, turning up the accelerator. And, when you get to my age, all of a sudden you realize, you know what, I deserve a little time off. So you create this. And so I think you really want to time block your day, because if you continue going at a high rate of speed, you're going to wear yourself out. You have to take care of yourself as well. So when you have business goals, you also want to have health goals. You want to have financial goals. You want to have family. You don't want to lose. I know several agents who are very successful, and they've been through 2 marriages because they sacrificed the relationship for the business. So I really, I've had a 43-year marriage. And so I'm very much an advocate of making sure you have goals as it relates to your family, as it relates to your faith, your finances, your fitness, and your business, because the business will be there. You just need to time block so that you take time to remember who you are and take care of yourself as well.
Right. Because the business success isn't just your business. Success is all of the aspects that you just talked about. Yeah, that's one my husband and I have been working through, because we are both just work. But, we're about 1.5 years in on our marriage. Hopefully we can get to 43. I think we can.
We just celebrated 13 years together yesterday.
Oh,
congratulations.
Congratulations.
13 years and 15 businesses.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Our relationship. I tell people that all the time. I'm going to 10X. I went not for the business, but for the relationship aspect. So
Love it. Well, I know you only have about 5 more minutes to spare for us, Sharon. Are there any other good hacks or tricks that you think would be good for real estate agents to know, especially knowing that your husband is in this world now too?
Yeah. So I in my book, 3 Feet from Gold, which was the first book that I did with the Napoleon Hill Foundation, I share what we call the personal success equation. And so I really would like to leave with that. And you can go to personalsuccessequation.com and get a free ebook that I did that helps you walk through your personal success. But it's P plus T, passion plus talent. That's all about you. What are you passionate about? What is your talent? For me, my passion came from anger. I was mad we weren't teaching kids about money in school. My talent, I was a CPA for more years than I want to admit, and lots of years in experience in publishing. And so I could have combined that and done it on my own. But true success comes from times A. That's that power of association I talked about, where you have the right people on your team. You have people who are strong where you are weak, and you have a mentor, someone who's pushing you in that direction and helping you get doors opened and steering around pitfalls, like Lisa is for you guys. And then times A, taking action. We already talked about this. Some people, in real estate, they know what they're supposed to do. They just don't do it. So you have to have a certain amount of self-discipline to truly be successful. So your passion, your talent, power of association, taking action, and then you wrap it all with faith, confidence in yourself, faith in what you're doing, faith that is needed and necessary, and faith that you will succeed. And when I'm mentoring people, whether it's in real estate or other businesses, it's usually the power of association and that confidence that need the most work. They've had some success and they've plateaued and started going because they have stopped meeting new people. They've stopped going to networking, and they don't have the right people in their world. Maybe you had a mentor that got you where you are, but you need a different mentor to get you to the next level. And so what happens is when you have a down day, that faith is slipping, the right people in your network will lift you up. So they kind of go hand in hand. And so look at your own life and say, what am I dropping on? Do you have people? That power of association can be a negative or a positive. You may have the wrong people in your life. You may have people that are, well, whatever. Why do you need to go to work today? Hang out with us. And that's the kind of people that you want to limit your time with, and hang around people who want you to succeed, who are going to push you to succeed, who will take you with them to succeed. And have a mentor at all costs. Have a mentor that's going to help you see what you cannot see.
Oh, gave me chills. Oh, that's so good.
Yes.
And just you saying that makes me feel even that much more lucky to be in the organization that we are, with you, with us, with Lisa, with Elena and Grant. We have an amazing circle around us, and I feel so lucky every day that I get to take advantage of that. So thank you.
It is a great group.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, I guess
I offer everybody can reach out to me, info@SharonLechter.com. I'm Sharon Lechter on all social media. So follow me and check out the personalsuccessequation.com and take action. Who do you need to add to your association?
And I'll put her email there too. Oh, sorry, Casey, what'd you say?
I said, if you don't have Sharon in your association, you need to add her and her books. So
absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Sharon, for coming on here and sharing some of your wisdom. We appreciate it so much, and I know our community does too. We've got all these comments coming in. She's so real. We love it. Oh, I mean, just pouring of love. So thank you.
Thank you for sharing that, and hello to your community. And you're in the right place at the right time. So it's really important to seize the moment and take control of your financial life as well as helping other people with their homes. So
awesome. And as always, I'll put our Instagrams up here as well. Sharon's is up there. CB Stiers is Casey's. Hallie's Homes is me. That will soon be Empower Real Estate Group. The rebrand is coming very soon. And if you guys have any questions on anything we talked about, we put Sharon's email below, and you guys can DM us on any of our accounts. Happy to share any knowledge, and again, the hacks, tips, and tricks that we've learned. And we'll be on again next week. It's Chris. What's his last name? Chris Jones.
Yes. He's on Facebook.
Yep, he does Zillow hacking, and he does Craigslist hacking. He has all these different, really like hacking. This is the theme of our show.
It works.
Excited. Yeah, and he's
got 6 new clients in the last month from doing what he told me to.
So personal testament. Love it. So we'll be on again next week, same time, 5:30 Central Time, 6:30 Eastern Time, 4:30 Mountain Time. I still can't believe Sharon's on, and thank you again, Sharon. This is awesome.
Thank you, Sharon, so much. So
thank you so much. You guys take care.
Everyone have a great Monday. Thank you.
Okay.